I'm sure grocery stores are busy again this afternoon, at least if people have been paying attention. In any other year, this might be our big winter storm of the season. But after last week, this one will pale in comparison. And out there today, you'd hardly know that a big winter storm's headed in, but it is. Cold air by morning, 65, the highs today. Now, lows this morning were cold. In fact, we broke a record at the airport this morning at 21, 34 is where we bottomed out at Camp Mabry. But as I mentioned earlier, clouds have covered the sky very rapidly this afternoon as a storm approaching from the northwest draws up a warm southerly flow at the surface and above the surface right now, but not for long. 58 degrees is where we are currently, and here again is what is coming our way. Lubbock at 20 degrees right now. Amarillo at 3 above. The front has not made it to Abilene yet, or Wichita Falls, or Dallas for that matter. Still very mild in that area. Look what the wind is doing. This is going to be another really windy system. We don't think the winds will be as strong as that little system, that the cold front that moved through a week ago last Tuesday. You know, it blew over trees and power lines and caused people to lose power there for a while on Tuesday morning. This one will produce a lot of wind, but mainly 30, 40 mile per hour wind gusts. Could we have a tree limb blowing into a power wire and short out the electricity in your neighborhood? It's possible, but it's not quite as much wind. Feels like minus 22 in Amarillo. It feels like 0 in Lubbock right now, 49 degrees in Dallas. Well, you can see the moisture surging northward. Look how quickly the skies go cloudy, just like our computer model last night said this afternoon would look. And there's the winter storm beginning to drop to the east, southeast out of Colorado. It is snowing right now up in Amarillo. The cold front is now south of the Lubbock area. The front will arrive into our hill country overnight tonight, toward 4 or 5 a.m. Into probably Llano County, a little earlier up in San Saba and Lampasas County, and then into the Austin metro area around sunrise in the morning, if not blowing through the city already at that point, and then out of our eastern counties just a couple of hours later. It'll be a real quick mover. We're expecting light rain to increase overnight tonight, spread across the area during the overnight period. By 7 o'clock in the morning, you're dropping into the 20s out here in the hill country, in fact, even earlier than that. And so any precipitation will begin to freeze on elevated roads, bridges, overpasses first. Roads could become slick and hazardous in Mason County, Llano County, Gillespie County, San Saba, Lampasas County by 7 o'clock in the morning. Let's advance it. Here's 9 a.m. Rain, liquid mainly off to the east, still some freezing precipitation to the north, but our computer model is kind of optimistic that the precipitation begins to end as the temperatures start dropping below freezing into the 20s and at that critical level where we start seeing icing on the roads in the metro area. Let's hope that this is correct. Now, other computer models are not as optimistic about this, so it's going to be real touch and go in the morning. It's a race against time, but we think it is certainly possible that in the metro area and even in our eastern counties, the temperatures will drop so rapidly that we could see some pretty quick icing of elevated roads first thing in the morning. We show by mid-morning the precip's beginning to come to an end, and then even some clearing in the hill country by lunchtime, and then across the rest of the area tomorrow afternoon. Now, the National Weather Service has placed our entire area under a winter weather advisory, which means light accumulations of sleet or freezing rain could result in hazardous driving conditions anywhere in blue, and that covers everyone within the sound of my voice right now. Tonight, temperatures falling from the 50s where they are currently, eventually to the 30s toward morning. 58 and 59 are the current temperatures. Winds are gusty still out of the south-southeast. They'll go north overnight. Our pollen counts low today. They will be tomorrow, too, because of the weather. Basically, our lows early in the morning. That'll be our highs tomorrow because the temperature will start going the wrong direction. 39 degrees. Let's go that toward sunrise in the morning, some light rain. Let's go temperatures freezing or below tomorrow. Freezing drizzle is what I think we may see most of in and around the metro area with some sleet, maybe even a few snowflakes. Falling into the 20s, I think, in the morning, early to mid-morning, and a 70% chance of freezing precipitation. But unlike last week, again, this one is out of here. We'll spend 1 full day below freezing instead of 4, and then we'll see temperatures turn out to be real nice over the weekend.